Happy snow day. Just in, my producers want me to confirm that I have sound. So as soon as somebody is watching, if you can shout out and let me know if you can hear me, or if I look like I'm a professional lip syncer, just moving my mouth to no words. Just gonna sit here and sip some hot coffee while I wait. Richard Goodwin's family is watching. Richard Goodwin's family, can you hear me? Do I have sound? I do have some hot coffee. Burnt my lips, and by hot coffee I mean cold water. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I got a thumbs up. I'm going to assume that means yes, they can hear me. Welcome. Yay. People can hear me. The folks at home can hear me. I was going to set up outside in the snow because I thought it would be good to do a snow day read aloud in the snow, but that just wasn't working out for me. So here I am in the warmth of my own home. Excuse me, producer Jane Allen just confirmed yes. Since I'm not in my classroom, I do not have a lot of picture books lying around, so I just kind of had to make do. Hello, Benj. Benjamin Buttons, yes, in the house. Not this house, his house. Anyway, so I just kind of had to make do. Today is World Read Aloud Day, and I thought, what a perfect day. So can't read to you at school. I'll read to you from home. I'm having 2020 flashbacks. Anyway, Blossom Russo in the house. So thank you for joining me. So today I have this great book I found laying around that I could read in sync. Chapter 1. Coming out of Florida and taking over the world. Sorry, we have trouble on the set. My cat, Joan Rivers. Coming out of Florida and taking over the world are five fun guys whose voices and dance move. Oh, surely I have a better book than In Sync. I mean, this is a great book, but oh yeah, here I got one right here. But I do just want to give a little public service announcement to everyone tuning in, parents, grown-ups, and children for when you get older or even when you're younger. To me, it is so important when you give the gift of a book. Here's three of my very favorite books that I have to write inside because the best Christmas pageant ever, was given to my brother and me. Oh, I guess I took claim for it because it says this book belongs to Jim. I don't remember seeing that before, but our grandma wrote in it. Oh, it is. Never mind. It is just to me. To Jimmy, Christmas 1984, Grandma Merle. And I think it's so important. And this is one of my biggest treasures. And also The Giving Tree, the very book that triggered me when I was all of 5 years old and put me on an emotional roller coaster for the rest of my life. Says, this one is to me and my brother. Merry Christmas to EJ and Jimmy, 1980. I love you, Mom. So, one more. I gave this book, it was my mom's favorite book when she was a little girl, If Jesus Came to My House, and I found it online and gave it to her for her birthday in 1995. And when she passed away, it became my book. And so that's just a little advice for the folks at home. Make sure you write in those books. Okay, we've got some children wondering at home who NSYNC is, so I guess I will go ahead and have to do another video and read that. But the book that I found to read to the good folks at home of Circle Towanda Elementary and beyond. Oh, I've got a. Ow! Ow! She just clawed me. And we're done with the guest co-host. Anyway, I found this book, Lamont the Lonely Monster, my childhood favorite book. To Jimmy, Merry Christmas, 1979. I love you, Mommy. So I got this book when I was all of 4 years old. And it's one of those fun books that somehow I miraculously never managed to tear up. This book belongs to Jimmy. I was very proud of my books, stamping them up and writing in them. Lamont the Lonely Monster, with Lift and Look Surprises, by Dean Wally, illustrated by Don Page. Apparently it's a Hallmark Children edition. Once upon a time, there was a very lonely monster named Lamont. He was hairy and scary on the outside, like other monsters. On the inside, he was good and kind. More than anything else in the world, Lamont wanted a friend. He went from house to house looking for a friendly face, but the people inside always greeted him in the same way. Here we have this little picture of Lamont. I haven't opened these in a few years. Oh, great, someone stapled the shutters shut. Hello. Excuse me, apparently I need a tool to open this. Oh, got it. Behind the shutters here, you see. Eek! Help! After knocking on 77 doors without finding even one friend, Lamont was about to give up. But just then he saw a little house that looked very friendly, so he decided to try once more. Lamont knocked softly on the door, and when it opened, he saw a little boy. Hello, Spence Allowance. Mrs. Fresh is watching. Oh, geez, this is going to be 2 hours long because I can't open the pictures. There's the little boy. I think back in my day, I used to pretend it was Jimmy Taylor of El Dorado, Kansas. Would you be my friend? Asked Lamont. I have a better idea, said the little boy, who was very nice and didn't want to hurt Lamont's feelings. Why don't you go over to Monster Mansion? You may find a friend there who's just right for you. Lamont thought that was a very good idea. So that very day he went to number 13 Dreadful Drive and knocked on the door of Monster Mansion. No one answered. So Lamont pulled the door open and saw Sam, the sulky skeleton. Monster Mansion. And there's Sam, the sulky skeleton. Hello, said Lamont. I'm looking for a friend. What a bother, said Sam sulkily. I'm not about to be your friend, but you can look around Monster Mansion if you want to. Better watch out for Uriah the Heap, though. He eats monsters like you for breakfast. Bartholomew Henry, representing Circle Middle School. Keeping the warning in mind, Lamont the Lonely Monster began to explore. Maybe there's a friend in here, he said, when he saw what looked like a hope chest. Spoiler alert, it's not a hope chest. But when he opened the lid, he found a sleeping vampire. Looks like a coffin to me. He doesn't look very friendly. I'd better not wake him, said Lamont as he closed the lid. And I'd better watch out for Uriah the Heap. He sounds dreadful. In the next room, Joan Rivers is just staring at me. In the next room, Lamont heard the sound of heavy breathing coming from a closet. Maybe that's a new friend trying to get out, said Lamont. But when he opened the door, there was a werewolf. Roar, growled the werewolf. He doesn't sound very friendly to me, moaned Lamont, and he shut the door and went on his way, hoping that he wouldn't run in to Uriah the Heap. Cheers to the hot coffee/cold water. I agree, Braxton, that was a very creepy vampire. It's so much fun having a studio audience at home. My, what a lot of books, said Lamont as he went into the library. Here's an interesting looking one called Open Here. Oh, and if you look closely, the book does say Open Here. Wonder what one must do. Oh, well, ghosties. As Lamont pulled the book from the shelf, a hidden panel in the bookshelf creaked open, and there stood a pair of ghosts. It's Uriah the Heap, they screamed as they disappeared. If people confuse me with that terrible fellow, said Lamont, I'll never find a friend. Lamont walked down the hall until he came to a door where a lot of smoke was seeping out. Disregarding the sign on the door that said keep out, he opened to see what was inside. Oh gosh. Eek! Shrieked the witch. How dare you interrupt me when I'm mixing my secret potion? Sorry, dear, whimpered Lamont. I was just looking for a friend. Begone! Cried the witch, before someone drops a house on you, too. Oh, sorry, that doesn't say that. I accidentally added that. And may you meet Uriah the Heap before the day's out. He'll take care of you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. That's what I'm afraid of, shuddered Lamont as he crept away. I accidentally called the library the library because that's what we do in third grade. Blossom Russo noticed. Shout out. I'll try one more door before I give up and go home, said Lamont as he stopped before the largest door in the house. The lonely monster should have been more careful, but he was willing to risk anything to find a friend. He reached out and threw open the door, only to find Uriah the Heap. Oh gosh, are you ready for this? There's Lamont. Here's the door. Aha! Cried the horrible Heap. It looks like I found another victim. He looks kind of like My Pet Monster from the 1980s. Please, Mr. Heap, Lamont stammered. I'd make a terrible breakfast. Couldn't we be friends? Friends? Cried Uriah the Heap. Friends? You and me? Friends? Well, that is why I came here, Mr. Heap. I want so much to have a friend. And at that, a great big shiny tear trickled down the cheek of Uriah the Heap. No one has ever wanted to be my friend before, he said. This is the happiest day of my horrible life. All the other creatures who were lurking in the fireplace could hardly believe their ears. There's Lamont and Uriah. There's the fireplace. And there's all the creatures from the book. So, as the bewildered boarders at Monster Mansion looked on in amazement, Lamont, the lonely monster, and Uriah the Heap locked arms and walked into the sunshiny world and into the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Oh, look, it's a double cover book. Oh, I wrote my name on the back of the book again. I was really pretty serious about my books back in the day. Well, thank you for joining me on this snow day for World Read Aloud Day. I did get confirmation from our producers that we do have another snow day tomorrow. So it's not World Read Aloud Day, but as I would ask the third graders, does it have to be National World Read Aloud Day to read a book aloud to someone? Absolutely not. The dog was staring also. Joan Rivers got fed up and split. So maybe I'll dust off another book and come back here tomorrow. Gotta take a sip. Miss McClellan said she was going to be watching. Thank you, Sanjaya, Mrs. Brundage. I know I probably missed a lot of people. Mrs. Schellenberger was watching. Cole Whip. Benj. My favorite grandma in all the land, Mrs. Jacobson. I was looking for Miss McClelland. Allegedly, she's scamming me. Oh, Christian Dior, I'm so glad that we didn't miss your birthday because of the snow day. All right, nobody has to keep watching unless you just like to stare at me. Just kidding. Pipolata Cooey probably watching with little brother Shmirkovsky and Callie May. All right, thank you everyone for joining me for that story. I'll see what I can find tomorrow. Maybe I can get on later and finish my NSYNC book. I actually never read the thing. It just sits on a little shelf in my living room. Have a good rest of your snow day. Stay warm. Have a good snow day tomorrow. Stay warm. And we'll see you real soon. When we meet together again at school, it will be the 100th day of school because today was supposed to be, but Mother Nature. Richard Goodwin, take care of you and your family. Miss McClelland, if you're out there, Miss McClelland, can you hear me? Joan Rivers is back. She wants to say goodbye. Oh gosh, she's not a violent cat. Why is she doing that? Stop it, Joan. The people at home want to say hi. Give a shout out, Joni. Okay, Joan's had enough. See y'all later.